Welcome back to Stooge Stream for another episode. This is Making an Impact, your weekly Global Force Wrestling review / recap show. We're looking at the episode of Impact Wrestling that aired on the 7th of September 2017. I am your host, The Stooge. As always, I'm joined by my co-host, the first male of professional wrestling podcasting. He is G-Banks.
What's happening, guys? What's happening? Do you like what I did to my face?
You didn't do anything to your face.
No, I did that skin rejuvenation stuff.
You look the same.
No, what do you mean? I look like my skin's shiny. Feel it.
No.
Why? Just
I'm
feel
not
it.
feeling your face.
Why? It's super shiny though.
Not happening.
Fine, you're lost then.
Moving on. The way we open the show is, of course, by saying thank you to each and every person who listened to last week's episode. Thank you so much. And a very special thank you to our commenters, starting, of course, with Long Comment Guy, Smart Guy 297 over on Reddit.
Hey, what's happening? Is the kid here yet?
No, dude, that takes 9 months.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fifi Bongirl.
Hey, Fifi Bongo.
My missus.
Yeah. The Knockout is her other name.
Knockout Fiona. Vincent is Valentine.
Hey, do I get my card? We'll see.
Just stop asking. Vince Russo.
Vince Russo.
Vioni Mayorta. I probably got that wrong that time.
How? You always get it right every other week.
Cap Space Com.
Katsuo Shoshin.
And Average Boy.
Hey, Average Boy. He hasn't been on for a while.
No, I think he was in last week as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So thank you so much for commenting. Of course, we're going to pick our comments of the week. Yours is...
Mine has to go to Vince Russo.
Bro, this Jim Cornette is all over the show, bro. He's writing really bad storylines, bro. I'm going to continue to email Pop TV and offer my services, bro.
I really want to believe that that's the real Vince Russo.
I really don't.
No, I feel like it is.
I really don't. Vioni Marotta was mine with her comment of loving the branching storylines with Ali getting involved with Taryn Terrell and Gail Kim, which then intertwined with Braxton becoming jealous and overprotective over her, with Garza Jr. checking on her. Even Grado and Lauren Van Ness storyline, which I wasn't a fan of at first, got me hooked because those two and Joe Park are genuinely funny. And another storyline which spun out of that was the Kong versus Mahabali Shira.
Oh yeah,
Taihu?
that one.
Which also spun out of the Laurel, Grado, Joe Park storyline. So it's very cool that they've got all these intertwining, intersecting stories at the moment. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Mm-hmm. Makes it really interesting.
No, fucking oath.
But on to this week's episode of Impact Wrestling.
Yeah.
We started with Eli Drake and Chris Adonis arriving, followed by Matt Sydal arriving. This is our main event. It's Eli Drake versus Matt Sydal for the World Heavyweight title.
I'm surprised Matt Sydal showed up.
Why?
Probably, I thought it was going to be too stoned.
He may have forgot what day it was.
Yeah, it's like, what's going on, man? Am I still in Japan?
Oh, that's rough.
What?
That's rough.
What?
If you don't know what that's about, look up Matt Sydal in Japan. We open up the show with a tag team match. It's Caleb Conley and Trevor.
Packed Caleb Conley.
He did bring his hammer to the ring with him.
Yeah, Ford Hammer.
And Trevor Lee versus Petey Williams and Sanjay Dutt.
Tupac Dutt.
He was so two-packing. He came out in a do-rag again.
What's going
Do-ragged
on?
it.
Is he dropping an album?
Maybe.
Because I wouldn't mind listening to it.
I would check that out.
Featuring Mahabali Shira.
And I bet you it's called The Player from the Himalayas.
Oh, God.
Bad reference for his old character.
Jesus Christ.
So this is a X Division tag team match. So you know you're going to get quick action, great wrestling, and high flying. And none of that was excluded from this. We got everything in this match. I thought Caleb Conley and Trevor Lee had a fantastic showing. But of course, Petey Williams and Sanjay Dutt, they're just Petey Williams. It's a Canadian Destroyer.
Yeah.
And Tupac Dutt.
Yeah, that is a pretty deadly combo.
Come on. Even you can't argue this one.
Yeah, I know. Like, I feel
You're
like...
You're trying.
I feel like, yeah, Tupac Duck's going to pull out a gun anytime. And just start pulling, heavy triggers on... Yeah.
He's going to join L.A.X.
Yeah, he's trying to tell him some homicides up in this building real quick. If Irma doesn't get to him, Tupac Dutt will. If I'm right. Am I right?
Dude.
What? Sorry, Florida.
So all in all, though, I really, really enjoyed this match. I think everybody had a great showing.
It was alright for an X Division match, I'll give you that.
I'm not getting into this again. The ending came when Caleb first ate a Canadian destroyer from Petey Williams. Then Sanjay Dutt followed immediately with a frog splash to pin. I really like this match. I thought this was one of the highlights of the show. This was a way of really highlighting 4 people and also pushing forward next week's Trevor Lee versus Sanjay Dutt match, which we find out later on in the show. It's going to be a Falls Count Anywhere match for the X Division title.
I'm looking forward to that match.
That's going to be
Trevor
so
Lee
good.
deserves that title.
What? No.
Yeah, he does.
No.
Well, he got it stolen from him, so at least it happens he can win it back.
Look, either way, you're wrong, but either way, I think we're going to see a very brutal match next week with the Carolina Caveman versus Tupac Dutt in Falls Count Anywhere.
Yep.
Next up, it's L.A.X. Conan and Diamante, of course, joining Santana and Ortiz. They're going to be versing some jobbers tonight. It's Job and Bigger Jobber.
I was going to call him Mohawk Jobber.
Mohawk Jobber.
Yeah.
That works too.
Okay.
So Mo Job and Job
My job.
just get destroyed by LAX.
Pretty much.
While we were watching this, the Knockout Fiona was going, well, this is kind of a waste, isn't it? I'm like, no, this is reminding you who LAX are. They're tag team champions that haven't had anything to do with the tag team
For a
division
while,
for
yeah.
a while. So let's remind everyone just how vicious they are.
And why they want him.
And why they want them, yeah. By putting some jobbers in there and them getting destroyed. One of the spots of the night, and I mean spots of the night, was one of the jobbers being held up in the corner while I believe it was Santana ran in with a giant punt to the head, and then Ortiz dropped him into a DDT from the top rope.
Brutal.
Oh, shit! Oh, someone's getting some neck surgery.
Oh, God.
While this is going on, OVE are watching backstage.
Oh, is that what they were doing?
I don't know. It looked like maybe they were sleeping against a wall or something. They were putting me to sleep, but they're watching, apparently. LAX wins with the Street Sweeper, which is their modified blockbuster, which looks great. Like, they pull it off. Just, it snaps. It's so quick.
Very delight.
Yeah. OVE come out, cut a promo, the music hits, they come to the top of the ramp type thing, and wow, they are just as boring on the microphones as they are in ring action.
Oh, dude, like I'd pull up a pillow when they were going for that promo.
I don't understand how they're over. I don't understand it. This was one of the worst promos I've seen on Impact. Mind you, I lived through the Main Event Mafia. I lived through Aces and Eights. I lived through Hogan. I lived through Brooke Hogan. And this was one of the worst promos I've seen on Impact Wrestling.
There's no oomph to it.
It was bland, it was flat, and it was boring. And Conan proved that by destroying, taking that microphone and making them look like shit jobbers from there. Like, go back to the fucking indies, you clowns.
Yeah, pretty much.
Somehow this leads to a tag team title match next week in Tijuana in the Crash promotion.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you want these titles? Come to Mexico for them.
Yeah. That's smart, OVE.
No, but OVE versus everyone, so
Yeah.
they'll be fine.
They'll be fine in Tijuana versus LAX.
Yeah. You mean Tijuana versus OVE?
Yeah, and I hope this is the end of OVE. No, honestly, like, I wanted to give these guys a chance. I thought maybe it's just the matches they've had against jobbers and stuff. But honestly, their in-ring performances have been boring. I thought Mario Boccara and Falabal just outperformed the shit out of them last week. And on top of that, now that seeing these promos, I'm like, maybe let the other guy talk because you're not good at it.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, look, I'm still willing to give them a chance. Like,
Well-
I don't know. I heard one of our commenters said that one of them was concussed early on in their introduction.
When they came to Global Force, yeah. So
But-
maybe that's what's holding him back. But hey,
Maybe. But
excuses are excuses, and I don't like them.
yeah, okay. Look, absolutely. But I just have not. I don't get why they're over. People are cheering for them. I don't understand it because I haven't seen anything worth my time yet. The opening promo packages, like their introduction promo packages, weren't that great. The Blink 182. Their matches have been terrible, and the promo skills are just flat. But again, Conan made them look like dicks, so I love that.
Yeah, well, we'll see what they bring up against L.A.X. Their first real kind of challenge.
Yeah. Now, on to our next tag team match for the evening. We had Taryn and Sienna. Sienna, of course, always accompanied by
Kim.
Biff Tannen
Biff Tannen, yeah. That too.
versus Gail Kim and Ali. Ali accompanied, of course, by BS.
Braxton Sutter.
I was going to say bullshit.
Yeah. It is still bullshit anyway.
Absolutely.
How?
How?
That bald guy. Should I go bald?
Dude, I don't know. If you've got ears like Braxton Sutter, no. How?
But it works for him.
Yeah.
You've got a hot vegan GF. Why can't it work for me?
Shave your head, dude.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Next week I'm shaving my head.
Cool. So, this match, of course, was the story of Sienna outpowering Gail Kim, Taryn Terrell.
As always.
Being sneaky against Gail Kim, trying to keep Ali out
I
of
wouldn't say sneaky.
it was
More
sneaky.
TW-ish, but
It was sneaky.
it was more TW-ish, but whatever.
It's not a thing. It was sneaky. Okay.
TW.
This leads to KM, of course. You knew Biff was going to interfere at some point.
I love the fact that Biff was just standing out the side of the ring,
Yeah.
minding his own business.
Just waiting.
And everyone was telling him to shut up. He obviously pissed off the crowd that much that literally everyone
That was
turned.
great.
Yeah, that's what I was like pissed. I was like, I love Biff so much.
That was great.
Because literally, like everyone was like concentrated on the match, and then all you see, everyone's like, "No, you shut up, you shut up," and he's just there, like trying to go at the crowd and stuff. I was like, "What did you do?" And then, like in a minute, like in a space of a minute, what did you say and do to have the whole crowd against you?
Dude, him coming down the ramp at the Rumble.
Yeah.
You know you love me.
Yeah, you've missed me.
So good.
And everyone, boo. Yeah. I love
So-
him. I love him.
KM's about to grab Ali's ankle and pick her off the top rope. Braxton stops him. They start brawling. They brawl away from the ring into the backstage. This gives Ali the opportunity, she thinks, to go for a crossbody while everyone's distracted. Sienna was waiting for it, counters it into a roll-up pin.
Perfect.
1, 2, 3, and Sienna takes the win for her team of her and Taryn.
All I can say to you, dude, is inexperience.
Actually, I will give you that. I think it was.
Sure.
Ali just doesn't have the level of experience that Sienna did. Didn't anticipate the counter. Sienna is a powerhouse in that ring. I can't deny that. And used that to her advantage.
Sure, well, she did. That's why she's the queen
Well-
of the knockouts.
After that, Taryn and Sienna do start beating down Gail and Ali for no reason. They have won. There's no reason to rub it in, but they choose to. Rosemary comes in for the save. Unfortunately, Taryn and Sienna are too much for her and overpower her.
Oh, if anything, Sienna was just attacking them. And they were trying to defend themselves. Like, fend her off.
Yeah, well, Rosemary did come in very red hot, but
Yeah, exactly. If anything, they were just
but she was
protecting
trying
themselves.
to. No, what? No, how twisted is your brain?
What do you mean?
How could no? I'll just leave it. At this point, music we haven't heard before hits. It's the debut of Taya Valkyrie. It looks like she's on her way to save Rosemary from the heel team.
Mm-hmm.
Comes in, gets in between them, gets in Sienna's face, turns around, and just absolutely apeshits Rosemary.
Moment of my night.
Just drops it. But the confusing thing is the heels don't know what's going on. The faces don't know what's going on. Valkyrie doesn't really care what they think and is just doing her own thing. Is she joining the heels? Is she just a lone wolf? Is she just putting a line in the sand? Who knows?
Oh, I know. I like it.
I did like it.
Mm-hmm.
I did like it. But I like the fact that it means that her and Rosemary later on, which we'll get to because it'll be a while, will end up having a match eventually.
Yeah.
Next up, we had an Eli Drake promo package. This is, of course, a build-up to our main event tonight where he defends his title for the first time against Matt Sydal. Should be interesting.
Very interesting.
And Eli Drake, of course, can cut the shit out of a promo. He should give OVE lessons.
Yeah, probably.
Jim Cornette comes out to the ring. He thinks Matt Seidel's going to win tonight.
Like you can't bet on wrestling. Oh wait, you can now.
Yeah, you can, which is weird.
Yeah, I know.
Johnny Impact interrupts him. He wants the winner of tonight's match, so he wants to be the number one contender. Just before Jim Cornette's about to give him the heads up, L.A.X. interrupt. Conan's not happy with this because low-key, in his mind, should be the number one contender. Low-key, Johnny Impact get into it. Turns into a massive brawl.
Looked pretty heated.
It was Johnny.
I liked Loki's line that he said to
Johnny
Impact. He was like, "It's not WWE.
Yeah, it's not Lucha Underground.
It's motherfucking Global Force Wrestling." And then, beep! I was like, "Oh shit!
It's Global Force!" Beep! Throws a microphone at him.
Yeah.
They start brawling. Johnny brawls with all of LAX. Security comes in and breaks it up. He brawls again. They break it up. It's your classic heel face being pulled apart by security. Loki sold this brilliantly, standing on the outside, screaming, "Bring him to me! Bring him to me!" in his voice. It's a shame we may not see this unless this was part of the tapings before Loki was let go of. Because I really want to see this match.
Did you see when Johnny Impact grabbed all the force of the rings and bring him together and started fighting L.A.X.
Wait, what?
When he used the ring power.
Oh, Captain Global Force.
Like, when he put his arm up, he was like, "I need the power.
Fire.
Yeah, water. Jobbers."
And with my 3 championships.
I power combine all of them to take out LAX.
It was pretty good. This I thought this put everyone over though. I thought Loki looked really good. After this, Jim Cornette's backstage. He's pissed. And he's like, "You know what? Next week, it's Loki versus Johnny Impact, number one contenders match. I hope they kill each other."
He looked like he was about to have a heart attack.
Oh, he wasn't happy.
He was like,
he wasn't happy. After this, we had Park and Grado. Park was talking to Grado saying, "You have to break up with Laurel. She's not American. This doesn't fix your visa." And Grado's like, "Really? Do I have to?" I think Grado's got a bit of a soft spot for her. But Parker's like, "Man, what's the point?" And Grado's like, "You're right." Grado breaks up with Laurel. Laurel's fucking pissed. And she goes, "Super crazy."
I think she's looking good.
Oh, she goes back to super. I think she's going single white female mixed with previous Laurel crazy. She's going there.
She looked weird before, but now she's looking alright.
She was looking good. And now she's messed up again.
Yeah, but that's what I like.
Of course you do.
Any messed up girls, hit me up. G-Banks _ gmail@hotmail.com.
He's happy to take advantage of you.
Yep.
All night we've been hearing about Global Force invaded AAA at the biggest event of their year in Triple Mania. We saw during this package DJ Z is back!
Yeah, he's back.
4 months!
Finally, Lucio's back. DJ Z.
Yeah. I'm so happy to see DJ Z back on his feet, back wrestling.
Good on him.
Dude, well done. And 4 months to come back from. Don't even want to go in detail of the injury because it's horrible.
And gruesome, yeah.
Go have a look if you want to look it up. Like, this dude came back from something that should have ended his career in 4 months. Like, this is a superhero.
Yeah.
Awesome. And he comes out in that superhero light-up suit as well. That was so cool.
Daft Punkish.
We also learned that Lashley's pissed at Moose because Moose eliminated him from the Rumble match. Johnny Impact is over as balls. That dude has all the titles.
Yeah, and he's really big in Mexico. What the hell?
Not only does he have all the titles, he defended all the titles in a triple threat ladder match.
Against 2 proteges.
That looked just gruesome.
Yeah.
Like, did you see some of the hits that Phantasma takes in that? Like, his mask is broken, there's blood falling through his mask. The Texan dude, Texaco, is getting smashed as well. Like, this is an insane match. And he's so over and defended all 3 titles. We also learn about what happened to Rosemary. If you don't know about this yet, Sexy Star went into business for herself in the match and decided to hurt Rosemary for real. Rosemary's going to be out for a while. From what I've heard, I'm not sure what's correct because not a lot has come out, and Rosemary's been a little bit quiet about it. She did put out a statement a day afterwards, but she, not exactly sure. It's either torn ligaments and tendons in her elbow or a broken elbow.
Anyway, it's still bad.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Like, she's out for a while.
Look, I'm going to drop kayfabe here for a little bit. It's disgusting what Sexy Star did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Horrible. You don't do that.
No.
First thing. And second of all, like, why would you? You're in your own promotion in Mexico. You're the champion as it is, right?
You're going to win the match anyway.
And you're already a well-known star. Like, why would you go against someone like a young talent like that? Like, why would you do that? Like,
that's jealousy.
It is literally jealousy, and it's disgusting.
Fucking disgusting.
And it's a shame. Like, look, it's bad that it happened to Rosemary, but it's sort of amped up her career now.
Yeah, look, what the fallout from this is. Backstage, a lot of people weren't happy. We actually saw footage of Double J trying to punch on with Rob
and
Parker,
look, this is the first time I've ever backed Double J.
Yeah.
And you know how much I don't like Double J.
Yeah, he was going to bat for his team.
Yeah, no, I fucking know. Good on him. And apparently Bobby Lashley and all that were pissed off. Yeah.
But we didn't see any footage of that, so I'm guessing something happened there. Sexy Star, this is a week later, has been now stripped of the title. It looks like she very possibly may have been let go of from AAA, not sure, but she has been stripped of the title. The entire industry's turned on her. The entire industry. There's not a single person that you can find that backed her in this. The entire industry.
And if they do, they're just as bad as her.
Yeah, including
Simple as that.
Vampiro that put out a statement about it, who is one of the main bookers and owners of AAA, was like, no, this isn't on. Her career's over. She's fucked. Nobody wants anything to do with her.
And look how now she's going to go down in, the history books.
Yeah, exactly.
As someone that,
hurt an up-and-coming talent for no reason.
And now her career's gone down the shit.
Done.
And Rosemary's just going to keep going up and up.
She already had a bad reputation, so this is the end of it. Yeah. The great thing about this for Rosemary, of course, being hurt is horrible.
No, that's what I'm saying. It shouldn't happen first, but it's kind of a good thing that it sort of happened.
Because we all knew how good of a talent she was. The Indies all knew before us how good of a talent she was. Now the whole world is talking about how talented she is, and she deserves it.
100%.
So we wish her the best of recovery and hope to see you back soon.
Yep.
And good on Double J.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, I was actually very happy that Double J and all the other wrestlers stuck it to those guys. Like, fuck them. Like, they can't do that, man.
Yeah, you can't.
Like, that just boiled my blood when I saw that. I was like, don't do that.
Now,
and I love a good injury.
Yeah.
You know me. I love a great injury.
Yeah, damn straight. Yeah. But, no.
Not like that. No.
In other Double J news, separate from all of this,
it's him being a dickhead now.
Double J's been sent home by Anthem and is no longer part of the booking committee or production of Impact Wrestling, which is a problem because Anthem don't own Global Force. They only own Impact. So there may be issues coming up. There may be more rebrandings. There may who knows. We've been through this a billion times as fans of this company. It's not going anywhere. Yeah. Just relax. Yeah. We're good.
There was a rumor going around that it was going to go. It was on sale apparently because Impact Anthem can't afford it.
Apparently Anthem was hemorrhaging money and had to gut the Fight Network and do all this and can't afford it. Except the next day they announced all these global partnerships that they now have, new global partnerships. The Global Fight Network, which will include Impact Wrestling, so it'll be a streaming service with the library.
Yeah.
Plus all this other stuff that they're getting bigger, they're not getting smaller.
Yeah.
Anyway, next up we had a Desmond Xavier promo package. Man, this guy, he can do small things so well. This wasn't a yelly, screamy, I'm the greatest of all times promo. This was just him saying, you guys don't realize how good I am yet. You'll see. And it came across so well.
Yeah. It's a shame because he came from the same promotion as OVE and he's actually doing well.
Yeah, and what he can do with a minimum, with just a quiet, softly spoken little promo just going you haven't seen anything yet. I won that tournament. Wait till you see what I'm capable of. Rah, rah. It's awesome. And I can't wait to see more from Desmond Xavier because he is a uber talent in that.
He's caught my eye. Let's put it that way.
Definitely. Another person who's caught my eye for different reasons.
Who?
Garza Jr. had a promo package after this.
Don't take your pants off.
I'm not taking my pants
you.
off. I don't wear rip-off pants.
Thank God.
This was completely different. Whereas Desmond Xavier's promo came across very serious, very, this is what it is. Garza Jr.'s promo more came off like a lot funner, a lot friendlier, a lot like he's cute. The way he talks, the way he acts, he obviously loves this. His dad was the winner of the first International Cup in Victory Road 04. He looks exactly the same as
pretty much as his old man.
Dude, it was cool. I like this.
He's questionable.
I like Garza Jr. He's fun.
He's questionable.
He's fun, dude.
You know me, I don't like fun.
You just don't like seeing a dude rip his pants off.
That too.
Can't say I'm always down for it, depending on the context. Like Pornhub, maybe not. Garza Jr., yeah.
Wait, Pornhub, yes.
No, I want to see him rip her pants off.
Ah, true. Yeah, okay, fair call. Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I get you.
Next up, we saw Richard Justice backstage. He's still hurting from his beating last week from Congo Kong.
Cop the dick.
Oh, he copped it hard. Interview bot walks past. Is like, why are you here? He's like, because you never know when they're gonna need me.
I love how she started ignoring him and started looking at her phone and just texting and messaging other people. While he's like, yeah, I do this because you never know when they need me.
Yeah, even interview bots ignoring him.
Yeah, even burying him. It's awesome.
Come on. If interview bots burying you, usually Conan's burying random white girl number 5.
Yeah.
Come on.
Jesus.
Come on. We had the Matt Sydal promo package. So earlier in the show, we had the Eli Drake side of it. Now we have the Matt Sydal side of it.
Mm-hmm. It was shot very like the 70s show. Where they sit, yeah, exactly. And they sit around the circle. And
no, it wasn't.
Oh. He
calls himself the new American shaman.
It was close to it, though.
It was. I have to admit, it was a step away from it. When you see them stretching backstage before the match.
That literally was going through my head. That 70s show theme song, like when they're dancing in between the cutscenes, like do 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 do. Like, what's going on here?
I like this promo package though. I thought it was because it's so different to what Eli bought. Eli bought this like, I'm the greatest, I'm the best, and cut like this really, biting promo. And then Matt Sydal just came along and said, hey man! It was really cool.
I'm not fighting Eli, I'm fighting the man.
He didn't quite say that, but I get where you're coming from.
No, he's definitely said that.
Yeah, actually, he probably did. And they cut it out.
Yeah, they're like, you can't say that. I can say whatever you want me to say, man, because no one can mute me. Cut that. Cut that. Yeah. Cut that. And fight him next week.
That's why we tape these in advance.
Yeah. Because of people like you.
I took DMT before them, but cut that.
Yeah, cut that. And nothing's wrong with it. Isn't that right, Alien Love?
Cut that. Yeah. Cut that. It was probably like...
He just called Moose an alien.
Yeah. It was a 45-minute promo that they cut down to like...
5 minutes.
I'm the new American shaman. That's about all we could use.
What will not get us, kicked off TV?
Yeah.
That. Cool.
So that leads us to our main event. It is the Global Force Impact Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion
versus Woodstock 94.
Eli Drake versus Matt Sydal. Eli, of course, is always accompanied by Chris Adonis.
He was looking schmick tonight.
He was looking good. He traded in the 70s Miami leisure suit for like a schmick black little number.
Yeah, like what would happen in Miami after 20 years.
Yeah, pretty much. Mm-hmm. The story of this match, of course, was the power of Eli versus the speed of Matt Sydal. There were some moments in this where...
Not the drug speed, like the actual speed, like his actual speed.
His actual endurance and stamina.
Mm-hmm.
There was a couple of moments where Matt Sydal did some great countering moves and his top ropes and his flips. He did a standing moonsault into frog splash.
That was that was pretty cool. I'll give him that.
How? That's 2 moves. How?
I don't know. Maybe the weed.
I don't know, but it was.
But then again, I smoke weed and I can't do that.
Right.
I can't even do a cartwheel.
You could do a Canadian though, which is bizarre.
Yeah, true.
But though he literally turns a standing moonsault halfway through into a frog splash.
Yeah, no, that was, yeah.
It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But not to be outdone, at one point, Eli Drake just tossed Matt Seidel into the air,
Grabbed him,
caught him,
flipped him,
flipped him,
and then fucking backdropped him.
and dropped him.
Woo!
We quite literally just hit rewind immediately,
Yeah.
and I'm like, need to see that again. What the hell was that?
He did like 3 moves in one.
It was great.
It was awesome.
There was a great match going on in this. During the course of this match, though, of course, Chris Adonis made himself known by distracting Baby Hebner a few times, trying to pick
wasn't
Matt Seidel's
distracting him.
ankle at one point.
He wasn't distracting him. There was something on Baby Hedner's shirt.
What?
Well, I don't know. Whatever Chris Adonis saw, he tried to get it off him.
Yeah, the ref symbol. That's what was on his shirt.
No, it was something else. I couldn't see it properly, but it was something.
Adonis does cop a baseball slide through the ropes, flying elbow at one point as well.
I don't know why Matt Seidel hit him. He wasn't even in the match.
He was distracting the ref. Were you watching the match?
Yeah.
Did we see the same match?
Yeah, we were sitting right next to each
you
other.
Saw.
Yeah, and I saw
You-
and I saw
and
Matt
you were
Seidel
watching-
attacking Chris Adonis.
For real?
Yeah, for real, man.
For real.
100% for real. I'm as real as the American shaman is real.
Okay. So there was one too many distractions by Chris Adonis. Eli Drake took advantage of this. At one point, it looked like he was about to hit Matt Seidel with a championship belt. He missed. Seidel got a counter. But then another distraction by Chris Adonis leads to Eli Drake hitting Matt Seidel on the top rope with a championship belt, grabbing
Yeah, if
him.
the ref can't see it, you can do whatever you want.
I'm not even going to... The rules. There's rules to this. Calm.
Rules are meant to be broken,
Calm.
my friend.
Whoosha. All right. So he takes Matt Seidel from the top rope straight into the gravy train, which is his modified sidewalk slam.
Gravy train.
For the win, the 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Baby Hebner was not aware of what happened behind his back because distracting a Hebner isn't difficult.
No, not at all.
And Eli Drake retains his world heavyweight
Well
title.
deservedly, I must say.
We also learned during the course of this match that next week we're going to get a new number 1 contender.
Ooh.
We heard that it's Low-Key versus Matt Seidel earlier in the show.
Mm.
We were reminded at the end. So that means we're going to see another new matchup with Eli Drake either taking Low-Key or
Captain Global Force.
Captain Global for Johnny Impact
Yes.
after this.
Mm-hmm.
This is just great.
I can't wait.
Yeah. The Impact is bringing us new and great matches.
Mm-hmm.
So we were discussing this match during the course of it with the Knockout Fiona and you and me. I was saying one of the things that's so great about Eli Drake, don't get a swelled head, calm down,
Sorry.
relax,
Give me a
Relax.
second.
is the fact that this is the type of world heavyweight champion that any company should want.
Oh.
Somebody who can go in the ring and just put on just an amazing match with somebody they've probably never faced before in Matt Seidel, who it does take 2 to tango, and Matt Seidel's an amazing talent as well. But I've never seen a bad Eli Drake match. And each and every week, he just seems to get better and better and better. And he's at the top of the game as far as promo skill. I think the Global Force is in safe hands as Eli Drake as their world champion.
Oh my god! Jesus Christ. Whew. Dude, I just blew. Holy shit, that was beautiful. Wow. You just actually talked up Eli Drake. Holy shit. Thank God. Whew, there's a mess down here. Whew. I'm gonna clean up in aisle 12, am I right?
So I'm moving right into our segment that we started last week, fantasy booking.
Oh, fantasy booking.
All right,
There was a fantasy booking down there, I'll tell you that. Jesus Christ. You're on fire with Eli Drake this time.
I'm actually going to throw this over to you and put you right on the spot.
What the hell?
So get a deep breath in.
What are you doing to me?
You're booking what's next for Richard Justice.
Wait, Richard Justice?
Yep.
What? Richard Justice?
Yep.
What's next for him? Well, I'd love to see him just keep getting buried, but that's my opinion. But if they want to do something cool with Richard Justice, they should do the, you know, sort of the underdog story with EC3. Or, well, yeah, I was going to say Conga Kong EC3, but more EC3 because I think EC3 did sort of start it with the, you know, kicking him in the nuts in that gauntlet.
That was a cool moment.
Yeah, that was funny, yeah. And
you and me!
Yeah, you and me.
Throw them all over!
And then kicking the nuts, throws him over. But I don't, so yeah, I could see them kind of do that, but like, I don't know. Like, are they going to be serious with him after they do that, or is he just going to be another just a joke Grado wrestler? You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. Like, what is their initial goal at the end of the day?
I don't think Richard Justice is anyone that you can actually ever book as a serious dude. He's going to sit in the... Like, Grado you can book seriously because he's got the...
Yeah, no.
Like, but I think Richard Justice is always going to be more of a comedic wrestler. But I think you're absolutely right. If you do that underdog story where EC3 comes out and just starts burying him week after week, because EC3 wants a new winning streak, so he just keeps booking himself against Richard Justice every week.
Kid defending the grand championship against him.
Richard,
yeah, it would make sense.
And just keeps smashing the crowd, and then out of nowhere, Richard Justice gets a surprise win.
Yeah,
He
and
gets
then
one.
he gets the title for like that day.
That week.
Yeah, that week or whatever, and then loses.
And then loses it the next. But it's still that 1 week.
Where, yeah, like, look, I can get that moment. Like, that's cool and everything, but, like, are you really dragging on all that, you know?
If you wouldn't need to do it for, 3 months. You do this as, like, a 3-week story. Like, 2 weeks he gets buried. 3rd week...
Who's the no-neck on WWE?
Who?
The guy that literally just can't wrestle, but he's, like, Ellsworth.
Ellsworth, yeah.
He's practically the fat version of Ellsworth.
Yeah.
Like, but he can
And
kind of
Ellsworth
wrestle.
had a win over AJ Styles.
Yeah, which was like kind of big. Yeah,
Yeah.
and everyone would like pop, and it was funny.
So what you'd do, though, is you'd wrap it up with another storyline. So you'd have EC3 involved with someone else. And he's using Richard Justice to not give that person shots.
Yeah. Because he goes, have to verse Richard Justice. My feud's big.
Yeah. Like, this is bigger than you.
Yeah.
So at first, the first match, the dude doesn't interfere. The second match, the dude does commentary. The third match, he distracts EC3, and that's how Richard Justice gets the roll up or something,
Yeah, no, something like that.
And you put over 2 stories. And then the next week, you have EC3 just smash him, and that's over.
Yeah.
And Richard can piss off, and then we can have that actual match that we've been waiting for a month. So it's EC3 being the uber heel, like, and make it someone like Johnny Impact that you're like, oh, I want to see that. And EC3 is like, you want to see it? Me and Johnny Impact? Is this what everyone wants for the global championship? Is that what you want? No.
No, like, you know what? Ring the bell. And then you just see Richard Justice come out. And
he's like, what? My match is with Richard Justice tonight.
Yeah, I'm booked with Richard Justice. Yeah. And he's taking it heap serious and like prepping himself up. Yeah, I could see that happening.
That'd be great. And only
fun.
EC3 could sell that.
Yeah, he could sell that.
There's your fantasy booking for this week. What do you think?
Yeah, don't ever put me on the spot again. But yeah, it was alright.
I like putting you on the spot. It's fun.
Hate putting me... Dude, look how much I'm sweating.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that.
You were as blown out as Baby Hebner was at the end of that match.
Yeah, literally. I was like, what's going on? It's like you pointed at a bird and I was staring at it for 4 hours. I was like, what bird?
Well, as always, thank you so much for listening. We appreciate each and every one of you. We'll be back next week with more Global Force news. Make sure you leave your comments below on YouTube, on Reddit, wherever you want. We'll find it, we'll reply, and we'll throw you a shout out next week.
He will. I might not.
Yeah, you probably will do nothing because it doesn't matter. Anyway, also, we never ask anything, but if you know anyone who's been watching Global Force, because it has been getting more and more popular, make sure you throw them a link to the show, get them involved in the community, get them commenting on it, and let's get more people involved in our Global Force family.
Yeah.
Until next time, I've been your host, The Stooge.
I'm the one, the only, and handsome G-Banks.
And don't forget, adventure, excitement, Stooge craves not these things.
Welcome to the Stooge Revolution.
Really? De-aging cream? Seriously?
What?
What is wrong with you?
Dude, I'll give you some. You should use it.
No.
Fine.